And TV? Are you planning on getting on like the TV box?
Go watch
Traditional?
my latest music video, Celestial Mic. It's a winner. The answer's right at the end. You have to look for it. It's right at the end.
It's right at the end.
Yeah.
Celestial Mic. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, I'll just use my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about TV.
I'm getting a feeling that it's not.
Why?
It's not a good. I'm getting a feeling that you just saying that fuck TV, everything go digital.
I'm sad that you feel that way.
So is it the opposite?
Go watch the video. You'll know how it's like. Why? I go to drama school. I can hide emotion, my G.
Yeah.
Or is it? Yeah, well. How you doing, brother?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good, and it's good to have you on the show, brother. Let me just fix something here real quick. Now we live. Yeah, we were live all this time. I just had to fix a few, just a small audio problem, right? I'm sure you guys don't have these problems when you guys are recording your podcast.
We always have problems when we record podcasts. You know how many podcasts I end up bin?
Serious?
Yeah, this is the business.
It's crazy, right?
Until you start, you don't know how many sit in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the moment, like, how's it going? Are you guys like monetized or having some commercial?
Monetization is not real. It's you can't monetize on YouTube really. It's just a plus.
Yeah.
So I don't chase it. It's more your outfits. It's your brand that's important, because your brand should be able to leave YouTube and go somewhere else and people follow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So monetization is the trap of YouTube.
You reckon?
Yeah. I mean, how much you gonna get? Do you know? Have you done the numbers of how much you'd actually have to pull?
Yeah. You'd have to get lots of views, and the numbers would have to be.
I don't feel like becoming a crazy person for views and.
Yeah. Why do you podcast, bro? If you don't mind me asking, for you, what is it? Is it for the love of the conversation? Do you want to get your point across?
Holy shit!
Why do you enjoy it, bro?
Why do I podcast? I've never thought of that question.
Yeah.
I got a big mouth, I guess, man. I like talking, truth. So I just thought, like, just try and make some money from talking, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's cool, and more than anything, from that it comes from wanting to just document my city, Durban.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of it starts from there. A way to document. When I started podcasting, I could see that podcasts were about to be a big thing in culture. So, put your foot in first, see what it does, I enjoyed it. Because the general idea was my own podcast. And I was like, no, I'm too lazy to do my own podcast. Like, let me grab people and make a platform so that they can. So, radiodr.co.za was started like that. It was just like, okay, not my own podcast in jail. Let's work with other talented people around me to create something dope. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, bro. When I was at that event, Luzugo's event, that's his event, right?
Yeah.
I heard you speaking right before the event started about you guys were talking about the film industry and producers and all of that. And your opinion and your view was really interesting to me. You were saying that we were talking about why the industry is for the people that don't know, you're an editor, right? Mm-hmm. For one of the biggest shows in the country. I
wouldn't say the biggest, but it plays every day.
It plays every day.
Yeah.
Imbewu.
Yeah. So
your view was that we're not growing because the people are not creating as much as they're expecting handouts, and instead of just grabbing the camera and just going out and shooting for the passion and for the love of it, right? Yeah. How do you see it? Like, what do you think about the current state of the film production industry?
I think I know South Africa has, in South Africa as a whole, the best film crew from around the world. Like, when they want to step out, they know we've got some of the best South Africans working on the largest Hollywood productions. That's just a fact. So with that being said, what was the question again? I got lost in my own thoughts.
What do you think about the current state of the industry in South Africa?
Current state, yeah. So with that being said, now I was lucky to go study in Cape Town, and I got to see this with my eyes. Like I was in German like movies as an extra, in Cape Town. Like it's a weird place where you see international filmmaking at its core. So you're able to jump onto a Bollywood advert, jump onto a day on a Hollywood set. You're able to get those experiences in Cape Town, and all you see is just, okay, we as South Africans have this thing because 80% of the crew is from South Africa. So the state is good generally. The problem, or it's not really a problem, is that I just thought it would be cool if I could lend my hand in building the film industry here. Yeah. So the state is cool, and then I say this is what is the state in KZN? It's like, we need more skills in here type of thing. Yeah. So I said generally we have the people to build the industry in KZN. Yeah. Which is what I really care about. Yeah. So film industry is good in overall. KZN industry, still some work to do, and we gotta push that stuff.
But it looks to be growing, bro. If you look at like all the shows that are coming out of KZN,
definitely,
Imbewu, Devon Jen, and in just a space of 5 years.
Probably, yeah.
How
from
old?
Uzalo, from Uzalo,
yes.
Uzalo probably kicked it off.
How old is Uzalo?
Dude, it's probably like 5, 7, 6 years, maybe.
Right?
Now, yeah.
It for me, it's just I see it growing, and I think that it's gonna grow even some more because with all these shows coming up.
Yeah, definitely. They just got a creative director, a new one, fucking talented dude, OPJ. He's serious about like making the show like real. So I'm keen to see what happens with this new energy in the show, because even when new people, talented young people come in any industry, not just the film industry, what tends to happen is the old guard, which is people that have been doing it a certain way for a long time, don't want to adapt to new things. So it's always that tug of war with the youth and the old people. We see it in our fucking country right now. It's just like, we're the young people making decisions, I bet. So it's hard to be a young person making decisions. You have to do 10 times harder than the person that was in your position 10 years ago, So
yeah, bro. Yeah. Dog. Like I said, I think it's growing. And we do have some really, really good productions, you know what I mean? Some really creative stuff. Like if you look at, for me, I always make reference to Mandla N, you know what I mean? Because I think that guy is very, very creative. Yeah. And in my perspective, is the best director in South Africa. What do you think is the best production currently coming out of SA?
I'm a horrible person. I just generally just watch YouTube, dude. Like, I just watch YouTube, and it's like it was from a thing where it's like, I just want to be pure. I just don't want to be influenced by other people. Yeah. But like, I really like really good content. And like, if I watch a show and 20 minutes in, I've kind of like decoded the whole plot of this thing. Yeah. I'm not going to be engaged. I might as well be on my fucking phone on Twitter, I watch very few things that are popular. It's just gangland. And I know, like, my friends are like, they'll send me movies like, how have you not watched this? You're a filmmaker. I'm like, dude, I'll watch it. Like, I try to watch things in December. So like,
that's crazy, because even with me, bro, I've only started now recently because
it's hard.
For me it is, because I'm always here. I don't even have a television set at my house. Do you know what I mean?
Spend 4 hours at home every night on a weekday. But
no,
I just can't watch it 2 hours on a movie, my friend. It's a lot. It's a lot. My 4 hours before I go to sleep and I start the day again. So it's like, like my friend's editing a movie and his current cut is 2 hours 40.
South African film?
Yeah, South African film.
2 hours?
I mean, they have to cut it down to 1 hour 90. Yeah. I mean, 1 hour 30. But like, it's, it's hard to watch these things. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Movies are a lot, I prefer making them,
Yeah, 100%. Even myself, bro. But I watch them just so that I can sort of see what the industry is doing and what's happening around us, just so that we don't get lost in doing our own thing and doing things that.
But don't you find when you have a project where you need that for, if you've worked on your actual, like, gosh, now how many times have I said if you're actually working on your talent, or not your talent, the technical, the theoretical, whatever you want to call it, before the practice, craft, yeah. When you're working on the craft, by the time it's time to make a movie, you're gonna ask 10 people around you that watch movies, and they're gonna say, okay, watch this movie, and then you've got, and out of those 10 people, 6 of them are gonna say one movie, 4 of them are gonna say 2 movies, you know, and then that's the movies. That's the movie. You go check, you do your market research. It's with a song, with a poem. I'm sure if you just work on the work, I mean, you don't ever need to, because you end up getting stuck. I find for creatives doing stuff just because it's cool and you've seen it before, and not because it aids whatever you're building.
So if you don't watch, because it's very ironic what you just said, because like you work for, like I said, one of the, you know, best, most watched shows in the
but fan favorites. We're fan favorites, okay?
Are you serious?
We're a fan favorite. We got a SAFTA outside my office, the editing suite, and then it's like,
that's dope. That's dope.
Is it really?
The only thing I'm just about to say, Uti, the only thing I was just about to say, and I'm sure you get this a lot, is the lighting of Imbewu. You know, for me,
fucking Jabu does an amazing job at that.
You reckon?
Jabu, what is it? Is it dark?
It looks overblown. It looks like it's too much light. There's no shadows. There needs to be a little bit of contrast.
You know, let's quit this topic so that I can keep my job. Let's move on to the next thing.
But I wasn't like throwing any
I know you weren't, but I have words to say that I shouldn't say, so let's move on.
100%, bro. So where do you get your like your creative motivation and inspiration from, bro?
Bad bitches. I'm joking. Creative inspiration, man. Like I'm not an inspiration person. I always have things to do, so like I get inspired while I'm doing them. So I guess I don't go in such inspiration. I can know when I'm not in the mood to do things. Yeah. And then I'm in the mood to do things. Ideas come. Yeah. Like I just came out of like a 6-week slump of just coming home and doing nothing. Yeah. While I was just trying to figure out what I want to do.
100%. It was. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's everything wrong with that. It goes against every single fiber in my body. Not doing anything.
But sometimes you do need to like obviously not too much, but you do need to recharge the batteries. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's one thing that I always
bad bitches.
Something you always never do.
Something that I struggle to do as well. You know.
Why do you work hard? Why do you not rest?
Hey man, there's so many things that I have to do because I make so many promises.
You know you're gonna die quickly if you don't sleep.
I do sleep. I get
7 hours a day.
8 hours actually. 8 hours a day, and then the rest of the 16 hours I'm always just doing stuff. You know, always here at the office and.
Okay, so your problem is bad time management and not saying no, not being able to say no.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Time management is a big issue.
You know you're not gonna make money if you say yes to everything, right?
The thing is, I know what we're capable of. You know, I know.
No. You know you're not gonna make money if you take on everything, right?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
That was just my question.
No, you 100% right.
I did not want an excuse, sir.
No, you're right, dog. I completely agree with you,
Sure.
I completely agree with you. Is there anything that you're working on at the moment?
Oh, we just shot a movie.
Yeah.
My boy Slew produced it. Slew. So.
Slew. Oh.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, so your other name is Slew or nickname?
Yeah. Well, I got 2 names. Unzuze and Slew.
Okay.
So Slew for
the
Slew,
old people that went along and they switched up on the rest of the world. So
my dad said.
The people that have only known you for 30 minutes. Unzuze.
Yeah.
I don't know you that well.
Yeah, but before Christ.
OPC. Yeah, so working on shot a movie. We're about to get into the edit. Excited about that.
What's the movie about?
It's a short film, man. It's just gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Watch out. It's called Might Delete Later. It just tackles social media like craziness. Yeah. With the girls and the bad bitches, what they do.
Yeah. This guy bad bitches. You know you can't swear here, right?
that is bullshit. Why?
That's fucked up. I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. I
I figured it's an internet show. What do you know about the BBC essay, son? Nothing.
Yeah, bro. So it sounds interesting. It really does sound like it's going to be a cool project.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited about it. I got to be a cinematographer again. It's pretty cool. Back to basics, man. So I'm really keen to see how it looks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then your role there, did you get any budget for that, or was it all self-funded and free?
So we did the movie with a colleague of mine, Usamkelo Tingi. He was the director and the screenwriter. So with that, we're boys, man. We're like, remember that I told you take what you can and shoot. So we hustled all of our resources together. He put up the budget for like the greater, like anything else we don't have. Food, you know, it was really cool and professional and black, you know, very vibey sets. It was nice having being on a set with black professionals that know what they're doing across the board, you know, to the points where we argue about ideologies of film sets, you know. So it's like it's a very smart bunch.
That's dope.
You know. So so Sam did an excellent job putting everything together. Like I said, it was nice seeing a black crew knowing at the pinnacle of
you
this.
editing it?
I will touch the edit, but our producer's gonna edit first. We've already had some talented young female editors just work on the film already. Yeah. So we're really trying to, you know, work with our whole tribe in a sense, like my circle, my slice of people. I'm trying to work with as many as possible. We've got a friend, Prof. He couldn't make it to set, but he's going to be doing the music, and he's also going to touch the edit. So we've got a whole like tribe of people that we know do this, and are going to try and make a dope KZN product, man.
Bro, when it comes out, I really want to watch it.
Oh yeah, maybe we might sneak you in if you call me. We might sneak you into like a director session.
Oh yeah, or the premiere or anything. But even that. Because, you know, it's something that we've also discussed making a short film here in the office.
Yeah. What stopped you?
Time, bro. You know, time and the thing is, when I say the one thing that there's a lot of things that I've wanted to shoot, you know, on a personal capacity, but because the client comes first, and you know, getting that invoice, and because we don't just do production, we also do digital marketing. So we produce the content, and then we need to, you know, put it out there on social media and do community management, replying to comments and whatnot, and you know, manage it beyond, you know, just production. Yeah. So it's hectic, bro.
It is.
It's hectic, and this industry that I'm in, we in horse racing, it's an every week thing. There's racing on tomorrow. Was racing yesterday, and we need to be there for the races. We need to capture content. We need to, you know, see what's going on.
How's the racing crowd? Is it fun?
Nah, well, it is. It is very fun for me because I've been in the industry obviously for so long. But for a new person, it's hard, or it takes a while for people to actually get used to it.
But then I guess it's easier to find like people that generally are good workers in, because they're fascinated by the space, because it's so different.
The money talks first. The money excites people first before the industry.
Most people.
You know what I'm saying?
Most people, yeah.
But once you get into it, bro, I don't lie, it's interesting. You know, once you it's like Formula One. You know, with Formula One, most people actually don't just enjoy it from the get-go. You know, you're just watching cars or Red Bull driving around in circles. You know, you're like, what? But once you understand the characters and the you know, the beef between the drivers and the cheating that happens, or you know, the alleged cheating that happens behind the scenes, and that how a set of tires can, you know, make or break a race. You know what I mean? Then it becomes interesting. You know what I mean?
Like wrestling.
My little brother loves it.
I used to love wrestling too, man. It was a vibe when I was younger. Yeah. It was probably taught. It secretly teaches you how to edit wrestling. I found especially in the last couple of years, like whenever they hit somebody in the face, they'll always those guys are live cutting like to punches, man. They're fucking genius editors.
How do they do it, bro?
They're sitting with the board and they know like 5 cameras are here, and so that's when he's gonna cut to camera, whatever. It's magic.
So when the punch comes, what does the editor or the producer do?
Well, basically, the idea behind like stunt punching, which is currently what they do at a large scale, like wrestling is a giant stunt. Think of it as a giant stunt. So one thing with stunts, if I'm shooting you and I have to punch you, I mean, we can shoot it like this, and then I see you punching towards camera. But when the punch lands, if you faked it, the camera has to be behind the person being punched. So with wrestling, they've got like 5-10 cameras. They've got 3 of them on one side of the guy, 3 of them on the other side. So they know that when that punch lands, make sure that it lands on the other camera. So the viewers at home don't see the fakeness of it all.
That's crazy.
It's an intricate thing, man. It's like, I was walking past the TV. I was like, shit. My dad loves this shit now because it's fascinating. He used to hate it when we were younger. Now he absolutely
he loves it now.
To the point where he records it when he's not at home.
Why is it because of you guys?
Possibly. We haven't figured it out, but he probably missed us when we all went our separate ways and started watching wrestling. So yeah, I was walking past. It's like, oh shit, these editors, this is dope. They be doing this live editing shit, which is like, yeah, wrestling will teach you editing.
Do you still watch it?
I don't watch that shit. I ain't got time. I gotta build a whole industry for black kids.
Yeah. So what's your plan, bro? You like
studio.
You saying that you want to build the industry. How do you think you can do that?
Build a studio, make shit.
Yeah.
It's the only way. So every business at some point needs to grow to be, self-sufficient.
Yes.
So if you look at a big law firm will end up hiring graphic designer because we're tired of hiring freelancers. We want one in-house so we can walk down. So a studio in the film sense is an artist sense is all you need. Everything you need is in the studio, right?
Yeah.
You got your cameras, you got your microphones, you got this, you got that. And then you can take it on a road show should you need to shoot a location shot. Yeah. But you build the rooms in here. It's all about, like, creating is all about control. The more you control, the better. So, live events as well. There's like how much you control. Okay, venues. That's why there's venues. Venues are made for you to come in, plug in whatever you're plugging in, and then still like a control element. That's why like outdoor events are like very scary compared to indoor events. No matter if it's raining, the show is gonna go on. So. Yeah.
So you want to build a studio where filmmakers can just come and...
No.
A studio for what?
I want to build a studio, and the studio is a company. I don't want filmmakers to just come and just like, shit, gotta earn your shit to work.
Okay. Okay, because when you're speaking studio, I was thinking maybe like, I honestly thought of a big ass, like warehouse sized room with a green screen area side.
I don't know how big your studio is. Probably a little bit bigger, like,
Yeah.
Bigger than what you have in your mind.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger than that. So. Yeah, artists are gonna be coming in, but like we're running a business here, man.
Yeah, I got you. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, you are going to be running a business. So you reckon that in your studio it's going to be like there's going to be a side for like a green screen side and
it's a fucking studio, bro. Studio means you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So like an artist's studio, he's got all his paints, he's got all his what.
Yeah.
All these warehouses is like I can shoot 3 productions at once.
Yeah.
I can. That's
Uzalo, Durban Gen, Imbewu, for examples.
Yeah, there's one studio apparently coming. It's been like in the works for a while. Coming in Durban, so that will bring a lot of that type of work in. So it's just building your own vibe. Like in Hollywood, it consolidates to like Warner Brothers, what. All those major logos you see all have a studio, and all that means is that we can save money shooting all our interior scenes in here and only go out where we need to go shoot outside. So turnover is a bit faster. The editing room's down there. The what. It's just studio just means a way for you to create without needing anybody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I like that, bro. I don't lie.
You guys have a studio. This is your studio.
Yes, and you actually like literally made my mind blow. You gave me like a light bulb moment because we spoke off air before we started shooting about doing that podcast, right?
Yeah.
and we've got the facility here. And what we were actually planning on doing, we spoke about this morning, is not shooting in here, but shooting at like an outside venue, like in Amsterdam or something.
Yeah.
Because there's so many eyeballs, and you got people who always get interested when they see you
100%.
shooting, and then subscribe. You know what I mean? And you sometimes find an influential person who's gonna come and walk by there, and you can get him or her as a guest.
Yeah, we did that on our channel for a very long time. There were 40 episodes of a show called Deep Access, where we're just focusing on events. Like was a Rick getting on stage naked just because we were there.
Naked?
Yeah, I'll try to find the video and send it to you. Well, not naked, it was in his underwear, but it was raining at the Kakasi Beach Fest, and Cheetah just took off all his clothes and like fucking, what the fuck are you doing? Hilarious to see, So a lot of crazy things happen when you're out there. So I definitely advocate for you guys to get out there, get your brand known. It's it's very good. Get out there. Why not? It's like, I'm an indoor person, but get out there.
How did you guys start with Deeply Rooted?
It was his idea.
Yeah.
You don't remember?
I remember.
What happened? Well, did you just maybe was watching a lot of Joe Rogan? You're like, I want to do this.
Way before Joe
Rogan. Way before Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it was before Joe Rogan. It was. I think we were managing artists, and then it just like I just thought like you put so much effort into like one person, but like you also investing your life into one person, right? So it's so much to put. It's like having one child.
Yeah.
You really want to have one child?
Yeah.
All your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
You really want to have one child? So it was just like it made sense to put your effort into something which would attract people who are like-minded in terms of how they work and whatnot. Where your investment into this can then be like a beacon. Yeah.
And a catapult to help other people. It's like one of the things I felt when I came out of like college is like, how the fuck is it this hard for a black kid in this industry? It's like, so let's fix that. And like Deeply Rooted is kind of like our answer to helping the black artists, in our own corner of the world. Is like, okay, cool, we do this thing because other people, other cultures have had this stuff along the time. Technology is now allowing us to do it. It's cheaper. These cameras were 3 times the price of that they were like 10 years ago. So everything gets cheaper over time, and cheaper, and then you can jump. And so like a lot of it, we still taking leaps, but we can take those leaps. It's not a $500,000. It's not a house. Which is what we're coming from. So, yeah.
So now, what's the structure of Deeply Rooted at the moment? Do you guys have like one show or multiple shows? Forgive me for my ignorance, my friend. I'm really sorry for not, having my fact in check. But I am interested in it, because I'm getting a lot of inspiration just from talking with you guys,
Yeah.
So what's the structure at the moment? Is it?
Let me show him the website. Here's the website. You can look for us up. That's deeplyrooted.world. .world because it's our world. So we try to show everything.
It's dark for now.
Oh, it's just still loading. It's our world because it's our world.
Yeah.
We try like this is what's happening in our universe with the people we work with. So from podcasts to videos to cooking, we collaborated with Brown Girl Health, and she does like these super cute vegetarian and healthy meals, for, like, so it's whatever. We're not trying to box ourselves in. We'll do whatever, so yeah, it's our world.
Yeah, because you've got reporting live in Genkani.
Gagini.
Gagin. This is nice, because I remember you said that you've got you spoke about Deeply Rooted as a digital marketing company.
Yeah.
Right? Like as a media company.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that it was at this scope, you know what I mean? Because when I first landed on Deeply Rooted, the podcast, I thought it was just that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a YouTube channel with like different people just making content. Yeah, I didn't know it was at that scale.
Yeah.
And I think it's really, really nice.
Thank you, YG. Yeah, it's we're just coming out of the state of building this thing where we're happy with the product. So now I think it's like time we can go shout. Oh my god, got this deeply rooted thing.
And TV? Are you planning on getting on like the TV box?
Go watch
Traditional.
my latest music video, Celestial Mike. It's
Yeah.
a winnie. The answer's right at the end. You have to look for it. It's right at the end.
It's right at the end.
Yeah.
Celestial Mike. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, let's use my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about TV.
I'm getting a feeling that it's not. It's not
Why?
It's not a good. I'm getting a feeling that you just saying that fuck TV, everything go digital.
I'm sad that you feel that way.
So is it the opposite?
Go watch the video. You'll know how it's like. Why? I go to drama school. I can hide emotion, my G.
Yeah.
Or is it? Yeah, well.
You're putting me and the viewers in suspense.
Yeah.
And then
raising my views. Donna, take a
Marketing 101.
Yeah.
Marketing 101. So now, how do you get the talent? Do you pay the guys to create content, or do you just get people who just want
Angina mali sebenza nama contributor nama volunteer. Collaboration. You know, like we had this thing called Youth Magazine a while ago. It was an experimental magazine. Started with Tuzisto and Hope from Kakasi FM. Hope is now a movie star. Shout out
Hope and Bell.
Yeah.
We're actually working with her on a campaign.
Tell her I
marketing
said she's
campaign.
still an idiot, but I love her.
Silo.
Anyway.
I'll tell her that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
What form?
No, just banter to break the ice because you know
She I can't say these things on. Damn it! Damn it! Carry on. I don't want to get cancelled like Dave Chappelle.
like Dave Chappelle.
Did he know?
Yeah, he's a couple of times he said something controversial that has.
Did he though?
Did he say something controversial?
Did he get cancelled also?
I don't know, eh?
I feel like if you're in America, you'd vote for the Democrats.
I don't know, bro. You know, I don't even know the state of American politics.
Really?
Yeah, I always
Very interesting reality show that is.
I always hear with Joe Rogan especially. Who's your favorite podcaster, dog?
I see
Besides yourself.
Joe Rogan, Sadhguru right now. Who else? We share a YouTube page deeply with it. So like, what else? Who else? I've got one more. Sam Harris is a good podcaster. Listening to a lot of like meditation and like, there's Umsamo Encounters, like African spirituality. Super dope. I forgot the guy's name.
Joshua.
Not Joshua Mapong. Wow, Ghost. So like those are like, I'm at a point where I just want to like educate myself with all the things I thought were lame. You know. So like I said, it was a long road of just like, nah, why am I being spiritual? But now I'd say it's meditation, psychedelics.
You serious?
Oh, psychedelics are amazing.
Mushrooms.
I mean, let's just call it psychedelics before I get arrested.
But I'm interested in that, bro. I'd love to know. By the way, you can say anything on this platform. You know that. You got your own.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta do what's perception management.
Yeah. Is this because I'm wearing a shirt and
I don't give a fuck what you're wearing, sir.
Anyway, but like, do you take mushrooms or ayahuasca or?
I haven't done ayahuasca.
What's the other one? They talk about it a lot.
LSD.
No, not LSD. Joe Rogan loves it.
Molly.
DMT.
DMT.
I haven't done DMT yet.
Can you get your hands on that in South Africa?
I don't know. I don't know. Can you?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I feel like if there's a will, there's a way.
So how was psychedelics? Do you see stuff?
How's yourself?
Yeah. How's yourself? How's yourself?
What's your experience with it?
I love it, man. Like, I really think they're powerful tools. I always like the person that put me on told me it's a tool. Like research. Don't just do things, bro. Like, go look at what cocaine does to your body, and see if you want to take cocaine. Go look at what aspartame, which is the sugar replacement in Diet Coke, does to your body. Go look at like what you put into your body. Like, at some point, if you say you want to live at 60, you need to know what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be living, to not be walking with a walking stick, bar getting knocked by a car, you know, and surviving. That must be horrible.
Because
so with that being said, the tool, man, is a tool into one, yourself, because all you ever know of who you are is what you've been told and what people tell you about you, right? So there's something that happens with this stuff that it shakes, or call it out of body experience, whatever it is. You're able to look at multiple things about your life at once and see how touching here affects touching here affects This is horrible explanation, but it makes sense if you've been through these processes.
Yeah, sure.
What was your realization in your psychedelic state?
I'd say the first time is like, oh my gosh, wow, but it's the fourth, the fifth, the sixth time where it's a therapy.
As about to ask, the first experience is
it's a tourist trip.
It's different, yeah. It's so different.
You're not gonna have the same experience all the time. Yeah.
Because you've heard of bad trips, you know. That's so
But
that's
like your self realization in a sense. I think you're saying that you get to a point where you realize certain things about yourself.
What are you confused about? Because I can bring it back to that analogy. What confuses you about seeing multiple things about your life and noticing that touching here touches here?
That's what I'm trying to get with.
Yeah.
What did you touch here that touched
For
here?
me,
What was it specifically?
I can put it down into a sentence like God, and I've always like lived like that. But like, you're human, it's like God about certain other things. So it's continually not lying to yourself. And then once you've gotten to the point where you're no longer lying to yourself, you're no longer making excuses, you can then start to listen to yourself. If I get what you mean.
I get you.
You know, so it's a self-inquiry, really. It's not about the, oh my gosh, what did you see? What you see, what you're seeing now, everything that happens is being connected and processed by something that sits in the dark, which is your brain. And somewhere with this stuff, you're able to kind of get in the cockpit of what your brain handles, all the information that your brain has handled. So
Cause when you say that, I remember, I think my last trip, like, it's almost like a rewiring of.
I'm joking.
I don't know. But like, you can like place back details in terms of like specific moments, maybe that slightly pivoted, like shaped like who you become.
Yeah,
but also
Exactly.
habits maybe that you developed, and you realize what's okay. That's actually not you.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you rewire.
Your
that
brain
moment
is trying to
to
forget
that
this
thing.
moment.
I see.
That thing, and you're like, oh, this is why I'm not, or this is why I'm antisocial.
Yeah.
Whatever, or this is why I'm in. And you go
Yeah.
back to it and you're like, oh, okay. And then you can literally, I wouldn't say it's like you can, but like once you know something, it has a different hold on you.
Perspective.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
like, you seeing all these things in your life, multiple things, because it's not a set thing. Things pop up, it zooms out, it zooms in. It's like, once you see all these different things in your life, you can see how your mom shouting at you as a 2-year-old affects you today. Like almost, or that your mom continually shouted at you, or your dad was abusive. And because as adults, we're still kids, and if we never stop to decide to grow up, you have to decide to be an adult, because you can stay a kid. You guys, I can guarantee you guys in your own families know people that act like ingane or childish, have not matured past a certain point. So it's really a tool for that. And once you have that perspective of because you see what's important now, you know what's to do. once you know that, a lot of things just change in your life, and it's a therapy. It's a therapy. You can do it once a year if you can arrange your life and like that. You can do it once in your life, and will affect certain. It's not for everybody as well. It's like weed is not for everybody.
Because some people have, like you said, bad trips and it ruins them. And I've heard of stories. People.
That's why he was saying, how are you?
How are you?
How are you?
We got
because it's gonna be untangling. And for you to, like, a lot of the time, I always tell people, dude, you have to. Oh, my friend Utibe was saying, people actually acceptance. About accept the way they are in life. With me, when I was, before I got to the point I am in my life, the last chapter of my life, I was sitting on my parents' couch, I was sitting on my friends' couches.
Yeah.
But until I made the decision to get off the couch, I got off the couch. But yes, there was things happening in my mind, but I had to accept that I was a nobody.
Yeah.
I'm a talented nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, how do I become a somebody? Or start getting respect? And how do I activate my own network from partying? How do I get off the couch?
Yeah. How do you make
start
things happen?
start strategizing that, man?
Yeah.
And once you've wholeheartedly believe and know that you want to get off the couch, he called me. It's like, yo, there's a movie. 2 weeks, can you jump on movie? 2 months later, another movie. A month later, our first like 100K check. 2 months later, Uzalo. 3 months later, Imbewu.
Bro,
it's not even a year.
My G, just from making that one
that
decision.
Because I made the decision to leave the industry.
Yeah.
The industry I just gotten my tip in.
So you wanted to leave the film industry?
Yeah, I was like, I can do it by myself, which is a horrible mistake.
Yeah. Bro.
Accepting that I made a bad choice.
Yeah.
Exactly, get you back in.
Yeah.
It was accepting. So if you don't want to accept the bad choices you've made, because, dude, if you made bad choices, if you worked around just killing animals for no goddamn reason, like, all that shit's gonna fucking come back to you somewhere, somehow. This is a universe of karma.
Exactly. And meditation, bro, I've tried it before, and I vouch for it, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm big into that, like, super meditating.
How often?
I'd say like maybe 3 times a week.
Sure, those are big numbers. I don't know. Compared to me,
I don't know, but like,
no, listen. For me, like, just relatively speaking, to me, chief, that's remarkable. You know what I mean? I envy that.
But you gotta get still inside first, otherwise you're still going. You gotta do so many things.
Yeah.
You don't have the time.
That's you though. You know when you.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a job, But like, I've gotten still.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm not anymore. Like, you deal with I've really learned to deal with my emotions, because I'm a very emotive person. I'm very passionate. I can shout at a person very passionately while giving them a lecture. I don't know. So
yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Majid, it's been fun. I'd love to talk for some more hours. And yeah, I've learned a lot just speaking to you guys. Gotten some inspiration, gotten some ideas.
yeah, my goodness.
So thank you for this, man.
No problem.
Thank you for agreeing to do this, bro.
Thank you for doing this, bro.
You know what I mean? Thank
you
you.
for doing the great thing, the big thing, creating the industry. It's very beautiful to see. Like, you got your office. It looks amazing.
I'm now sobbing.
But it's a lot. It's not easy. Doing business in KZN, and I commend you guys on doing it very well. You guys are doing very well.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Showcase.
My G. Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys soon, hopefully.
Showcase.
Showcase.
That's